and thought, wouldn't it be awesome, not just for Predator fans, but for all sci-fi fans, to make a movie where the creature or the monster is the protagonist. Nice to meet you, Tomas.
Hi, Dan. Really nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Super good.
Awesome.
Excited to talk with you.
Awesome. Excited to talk.
Well, for starting, it's kind of a rudimentary question. Where did the original idea for the film come from? What inspired you to explore this story about like proving one's worth and self-discovery, but from the point of view of a predator?
Because we've never seen a movie like this, and that's what I'm constantly seeking. Is what's a story that hasn't been told? What's the kind of protagonist that we've never seen in a movie like that? And I was trying to figure out if there was more stuff to do with the Predator after the success of Prey, and thought, oh my gosh, yeah, wait a second, like we've all loved this creature, we love the design, we've been drawn in by its allusions to culture and to its code, and thought, wouldn't it be awesome, not just for Predator fans, but for all sci-fi fans, to make a movie where the creature or the monster is the protagonist?
Well, and talking about this, which I think it's like a super cool angle to think about, what's the process of making a character like Predator, traditional, like the antagonist of the saga, someone that the audience can actually root for? Like, what boundaries did you decide not to cross in order to give him like this ruthless threat, this natural born killer, but yet still allow viewers to feel like some kind of connection with him?
Yeah, we really put a lot of pressure on the first 15 minutes of the movie to draw you in and understand that the culture that he comes from, the clan that he is wanting to be a part of, is absolutely brutal, and you get an understanding of why the Predators have become the universe's greatest hunters, and so we at no point wanted this to feel like we were going soft, and wanted to make sure that he still felt ferocious and badass, but the odds that he's up against are so insane and emotionally wrenching that you couldn't help but feel for Deck and root for him to overcome what he's up against.
We see something that I thought that I would never see on any of Predator movie or even sci-fi movies, that is like he has actually trauma. Like we can see that he dreams about that traumatic moment. How was the approach of saying, okay, are we ready to see this in this kind of movie, or we just want like the gore and all that? Was it a hard choice to make?
It wasn't, because it's my favorite kind of movie, something that is absolutely thrilling, but also is deeply emotional and then sometimes funny. And to me, that creates the actual roller coaster ride. I think sometimes we call a movie a big ride when we're referring to just the action, but to me, what creates the ride in something is when we're going up and down and back up again and over here and there. And I think Terminator 2 is an obvious reference point for something like this, and also was remarkable in that it had crazy action and state-of-the-art visual effects, but also had a lot of heart and humor and great thematic underpinnings.
As a director, how do you balance having heart with this all big budget, all the effects you need, all the effects you want? Because as also an independent movie creator, an independent director, you understand like maybe heart and big budgets need to get along, right? How do you make that happen?
I don't know that I know how to do it any other way. I think I think if you don't have a focus on the emotionality of your story, then you're making something that people are just going to fast forward to the next action scene or scan ahead, or and so truly, when you think of the actual great movies that we love from any genre, it's when they're focused much more on character and story than individual action scenes or on the plot or any of that.
100%. How was the conversation with the studio about like this approach you wanted to bring to this saga? Did I get it in the first talk? Did you have to try like, no, but let me tell no, he has trauma, but it's important and it's nice, people are gonna like it?
I think they got it pretty much right away. I mean, they said yes to making a movie like Prey that was in and of itself a bold swing, and then also said yes to make a crazy animated Predator movie set in multiple different time periods, and then pulled off some magic tricks in and of itself. And so I think they've really embraced the idea that audiences don't want to see the same thing over and over again. They'll go to the theater to see something new, and this, of course, is something incredibly new.
Dan, thank you so much, and I love the Portal movie.
Awesome.
I watched it a long time ago, and it blew my mind. So it's really cool to be able to talk to you.
Oh, how cool! Awesome! Thank you for saying. So cool.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.